Ever feel like you were in a flow rut? Wish more people noticed you when you got out to spin? Or just curious of what the hidden rules of how to make flow look good happen to be? Well, friend, I've got you covered, because in this video, I'm going to break down for you 5 of my favorite tips for improving your flow with LED Poi. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, I'm breaking down how to improve your LED flow in a variety of different spaces. But before we dive in, let me give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. And special thanks to the non-business friend of the channel, Pekha Pekkonen. Thank you so very much for supporting my channel, my work, and my mission. Everybody's flow is unique. It is about their relationship to the prop and how they choose to express that with their own movement and their relationship to the music that they're listening to. But that doesn't mean that there aren't some best practices when it comes to flowing with your LED Poi. In more than a decade and a half, I've seen a lot of flow and I've done a lot of flow. And these, to my mind, are the most important tips for getting the most out of your flow and getting noticed when you're doing it. Real quick, if you love Poi and flow arts and you'd like to see more videos about them, please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you see every upload as soon as I make it. So let's dive in. Tip number 1, learn from what's worked before. Poi gets its inspiration from a lot of different prop disciplines, but one of the biggest is certainly glow sticking, which was the primary way by which people spun lit up props before LED Poi became widespread and available. And because of this, we have a wealth of tricks from the glow stringing world that we can look to for inspiration, tricks that have been tried and true for multiple decades now and that still look amazing to this day. In particular, wraps and tracers look incredible and can be performed inside of a very small space. Plus which, they highlight the body of the performer in a way that few other LED tricks do. And it's no coincidence that a lot of popular contemporary Poi moves are derived directly from tricks that glow stringers invented decades ago. In particular, orbitals and spiral wraps are among my favorites, so when looking for options of things to add to your own flow, don't be afraid to look into what has worked before and can definitely work again in the future. But good LED Poi flow does not begin or end with glow stringing, and there are some tricks that were developed specifically for Poi that I think are a perfect fit for LEDs. Tip number 2, trails make patterns pop. Perhaps more than any other medium, LED Poi are perfectly suited for the type of patterns that were popular during the height of the tech Poi movement. Flowers, hybrids, and caps were all developed with an eye towards seeing the complete pattern that the Poi would trace over in the course of the trick. This is an ideal type of pattern to use in a dark room where the LED Poi are taking advantage of persistence of vision to make those patterns pop. The caveat here, of course, is because those patterns are so visible with LED Poi, you really want to make sure that you're using as clean a technique as possible, because if you're off even a little bit, well, it'll read loud and clear to your audience. To go deep into this world, it's not a bad idea to start with the Vulcan Tech Gospel and all the different flowers and hybrids that it outlines, and then maybe go a little bit deeper into things like polyrhythm hybrids, unit circle hybrids, and their close ilk. Either way, you'll find a lot to love here. So I've talked a bit now about the kinds of tricks that are a good fit for LED Poi flow, but we do also need to talk about how you make transitions with them as well. Tip number 3, use contrasts. So the fact that LED Poi is such a good fit for pattern-based spinning is also kind of a double-edged sword, because on one side of things, it makes those patterns look clear as day, and on the other, it means that if those patterns aren't different enough, it may not register with the audience that you switched tricks at all. If you've got two tricks that have a lot in common, say a similar hand position, or the Poi are spinning in the same timing and direction, it might be a good idea to have another trick to pad out between the two that's markedly different, say a different timing and direction, or in a different plane entirely. By varying things up and making sure that the Poi tricks don't look too similar, you'll also be sure to give your audience a more dynamic show, and that's going to keep them more engaged for longer. And it should be said that if you want to create an impression that more vibes rather than feels very dynamic, you can make the opposite choice. Perhaps string together a bunch of tricks that have a lot in common. The one downside to this is that your audience is going to get bored eventually, so make sure that you do break this up on occasion. Okay, so we've talked a lot about what tricks and transitions to use. Now I want to talk just a little bit about what tricks you might not want to use. Tip number 4, keep it off the body. Without a doubt, the biggest limitation of LED poi as a medium is that usually you can't see the body of the performer terribly well. Poi tricks that are based around seeing the relationship between the poi and the performer's body tend not to work that well in these environments. In particular, things like body tracers, plane breaks, and the like tend not to read as well to the audience or just look like gibberish. The exception to this, of course, are those tricks that are based in glow stringing, things like wraps and tracers like we talked about earlier, and specifically they work because the light from the LED poi is being used to illuminate the body of the performer, but that doesn't work with most patterns. In many cases, the poi are moving too far away or moving too fast to effectively light the body of the performer. Make smart choices with the knowledge that the audience can't see your body most of the time, and it'll help you come up with more effective flow. Alright, so for my final tip, we're going to talk about something that is more fundamental than transitions, tricks, and even the history of the prop. Tip number 5, form factor awareness. One of the most important considerations for anything you do with your LED poi is going to be the form factor that they come in, because depending upon that form factor, there are going to be some tricks that work and some that really don't. In particular, poi that have a form factor where there's a single point of light at the very end of the prop tend to be really effective for things like stalls, floats, and point isolations, things that benefit from having one point of focus at any given time. By the same token, rod-shaped form factors that have more LEDs will do a great job of illuminating trails, but they won't look as good with stalls. Here, you want to make sure that you're using transitions that center around pendulums. I tend to find that the more intricate the pattern, the less good a fit it is for that form factor that looks like a long rod. The reason being that it's just filling up so much space that when you have a complicated pattern, it just turns out to be gibberish. That said, when it comes to simpler patterns like caps or basic flowers, there is no set of LED poi that'll make them look better than one of those long rod-shaped ones. These are truly some of the most beautiful patterns you can create and create some amazing photography and videos. So there you go. Those were my 5 tips for how you can improve your flow with your LED poi. What are some of your favorite tips? Leave me a comment and let me know. This video would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you all so much, y'all rock. And if you out there watching are not currently a supporter but you'd like to become one, you can do that by heading on over to Patreon at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. There you can get access to a whole host of awesome rewards, but better than that, you'll be helping me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. Go check that out, please and thank you. And if you'd like to check out some of my other tips related to poi spinning, I'll go ahead and link to a playlist of those videos down in the description as well as up on screen. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to get out and flow today yourselves, and I'll see you with a new video real soon. Take care now. Peace.